G'day, it's Telfo. Welcome to Street Machine Drag Challenge 2017. It's day 2. We're at Mildura at the Sunset Strip. It's an 8th mile facility, really cool track. We've come up from Adelaide overnight. Some of the competitors had a bit of a rough time, had a few mechanical dramas, but most of them have got them fixed and they're all here, ready to race. Adelaide was a tough day, difficult conditions for the races. At the end of the day, number 1, we had Mark Drew in that crusty Tirana. Followed by 2-time winner Quinton Feast in his Tirana. Followed by Jared Wood in the 1-tonner. They all ran 8.2s, really tight as you like. It's going to be a tough day, so that lead is going to chop and change as the racers get out and try and put the power down on this really hot surface. Harry, how was your trip from Adelaide yesterday?
It was interesting. We left the track and thought the boat was on fire when I looked in the rear view mirror going to the servo, but the boat wasn't on fire, it was my transmission. And so we done a seal and opened the door and I got the servo and it was all bleeding and stuff. So then we rang the pub because the boys were pretty keen to have a pub meal. And as you know, being Australian, when you go to the pub you always work something out. So we went to the pub in Trutro and found these legends, Bosto's Garage, and they let us use their garage all night, and all their mates come round and we had a big old shindig and they let us drink their beer and it was a fat time. So I just want to give a shout out. They're on Facebook, these dudes, check them out. They really saved our ass. So we did that. And then
did they have a hoist?
They had a hoist and they had tools and all things that make the job easy, that we didn't have to lay on the dirt and lose bolts and stuff. So
how far out of Adelaide was that?
That was 30 kilometres, so we're going well. So that was 3:30 or 4:30 this morning. We finished doing that, had a couple of hours sleep, and then we drove in the 58 million degree heat from there to here today, and it was possibly the hottest I've ever been in my car ever.
So I notice your engine is a lot closer to the firewall than it used to be, and the exhaust pipes are very close to the firewall.
Great idea of putting the turbos at the back and the things near the firewall, and it's mint. Yeah, good. No pointing names or whatever, but yeah.
And how's it gone down the track?
So we get some cloud cover because we're late and the track's hot, but if them big fat clouds there come over here, I think we can lay one down and we'll be somewhere near where we were yesterday, 4th or 5th or something, so fingers crossed.
Let's send it.
Let's get it done.
The fastest pass of the day, first up, was a little yellow 4-cylinder Gemini. It sort of dominated the early sessions. Mate, you had a ripper start to the day. You set the fastest time in the morning session. What's happened?
Yeah, look, we've had a little bit of an engine failure. The car was fine, the tune was fine. When I got off it, after the finish line, the engine had a little bit of a rattle. We've pulled the rock cover off, and what's happened is it's broken the timer chain tensioner, and that has allowed the cam timing to go right out of whack, and one of the valves and pistons has had a little bit of a moment, so it's a little bit of a munchy in there. So unfortunately the car performed really well right up until I got off the gas. I just sort of stayed on it. It's a G-Series Isuzu engine, factory style engine. The car has a full factory driveline, Gemini engine style, Gemini gearbox and Gemini diff. So the car's gone 860. The pass today probably would have been about an 880 pass. So look, the car was on a march, and it's a pity it's broke.
Oh, it's so cool having a cool 4-cylinder car here. Now you're stuck in Mildura. You guys are from Canberra. How are you going to get home?
Look, one thing about the Gemini community, it's really good. My co-driver we've got on Facebook, and one of the Gemini local people has agreed to run my co-driver back down to Adelaide to get the tow car and the trailer. So I'm here for 7 hours, 8 hours, and we'll load it up and we'll head home and I've learned so much this year. So yeah, look, first drag challenge. I've learned so much about the travelling, what the car does. So look, I know much more, and hopefully we'll make it next year.
We're here with Zoran from Competition Engines in front of Zoran's penthouse suite. Mate, Paul Hamilton with the XA from Tassie. How'd he go today?
Yeah, he's had some fun. He drove here, no problem, from Adelaide. He ran a 590, 124, and he's off the Swan Hill. He left about an hour or two ago, so he's stoked. He's happy to run a 590. Having trouble with ECU. We've got Haltech sending us another one tomorrow, and hopefully we can turn it up. So we're going great, so far so good. Yep.
So in terms of all that cooling system stuff you did, everything you went into to make this a reliable car has paid off?
No doubt, we didn't do no testing, but it's all paid off. The car's going down the road, it's not wasting a lot of fuel, it's not getting hot. So far, 100%, he's happy. We're happy, it's all good.
He's off to Swan Hill, which is pretty good. It means he won't be driving in the dark, he can get a good night's rest, and then he can hit the quarter mile at Swan Hill tomorrow.
Yeah, hopefully we'll get to ECU, we'll get some data, then we'll turn it up a bit. He should run on mid-8, soft. It's still on pump gas, no race fuel yet. See how we go, you never know.
Adam, mate, that seemed like you ran about 50 passes in about 10 minutes.
Yeah, I think it was about 4 in about an hour. It wasn't much fun.
Never give up, never say die, eh?
Yeah, well, we didn't come here for nothing, did we? So we got the right guys on the job, and we've just been having fuel pump issues majorly. We pulled in at 4:15 this morning, and then kept working on the car to get the fuel system sorted out, and finally got a pass in at 2:45.
So what have you done to overcome the fuel issues at this stage?
Zoran from Competition Engines was just come up to us today, and he had some Magna fuels on board, so we've put some Magna fuels in, which will see us through the rest of the week and hopefully have no more failures.
These conditions are brutal, and yesterday at Adelaide International Race, so that's probably the toughest day of drag challenge we've had yet. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, that and today, considering our issues that we had, but we always have issues at Mildura, so we busted our nut to get here early this morning and have everything ready, and then when the fuel pumps failed, it was just heartbreaking by the time we overcome just high engine temps and stuff like that on the way here. At 4 o'clock, I think it was still 30 odd degrees coming through here, so it was still pretty warm.
G'day, we're here with Donnie Circus. He's from the great town of Shepparton in Victoria. He's brought the best looking car to Street Machine Drag Challenge this year, Bitchin Pro Street EK. Yesterday at Adelaide International Raceway, the car was a cracker, went really well. How fast did you go?
10:33.
Unbelievable for an old Holden.
Yeah, it went really nice and stuck all the way down.
And how did the drive up to Mildura go?
It wasn't without incident. It took us obviously a long time to get here, and unfortunately we missed the cut-off by about 5 minutes. But Scott was good enough to let us still continue. Obviously we can't compete for a position, but we're just wrapped to be here anyway. So, I mean, we pulled out everything to get here. I mean, you guys can see we're minus the trailer and a bonnet, which is down the road, but we just wanted to be part of it. So we thought, if we're going to have a go at it, we're going to make sure we do the best we can do. So
I think I remember seeing a car very similar like this at one of the Shep parties years ago. Is it a fresh car or an older car?
No, it's an older car. Yeah, it would have been the one that you saw. Yeah, it's been through a couple of hands before I've got it. So, no, you're right.
No, it's a badass car to turn that nasty car into a really killer car that can do all this is a credit to you, mate.
Yeah, thanks very much. Look, we appreciate it, and we're like I said, we're wrapped just to be part of it. I mean, even Scotty let us come in, but look, we won't let everybody down. We want to keep going right through.
Great.
So we'll spend time on it tonight and make sure in Swan Hill we can make a good, clean pass and really have a go at it.
Bubba, what are you holding there, mate?
It's a rod, and it's not the rod I'd rather have in my hand, that's for sure. Yeah, it looks like we had a small little issue. We're going to try and fix it, but yeah, we're just waiting for Harry to bring a TIG welder across, and we'll see what we can do.
That pass actually looked pretty good at the start.
Yeah, no, it felt mint. It started to come on strong, and then yeah, see you later, Charlie. Boom.
So, special, custom, awesome block is probably no longer something we can work with.
Yeah, I might have to give Craig Bennett a call and see what he can do to help me out. Maybe sponsor me a block or something. That'd be nice. Yeah, if I can't get a block, I guess that's it for the Holden. So, but yeah, if he can get me a block, I'll keep playing with it and yeah, keep going strong.
Oh mate, it's a real shame. You're really on track to do something awesome this weekend, but time was against you.
Yeah, we finished the car like Friday, Saturday. Had it on the dyno, made good power, but only up top. We didn't sort the bottom stuff out. We thought we'd do it at the track. Today we started bringing it in, faster and faster, and it started to work near the end. And then yeah, this part didn't like it.